I call Stuart Nash.
Chair. Mr Chair, I have got a contribution to make around clause 59, but it is quite interesting, Mr Chair, that there are 3 members of the national government who are members of the Financial Expenditure Select Committee. They're quite happy to sort of yell across the floor. I would love if the chair, at least, of FEC would stand up and give a contribution. I'm sure he has a lot to offer. He certainly does when he's sitting down. I think he should make that official. Mr Chair, we have talked about the fact that we are simplifying mainly away from writing. And let me just give you an idea of, I won't say how far-reaching this is, but how many amendments we've had to go through. So words like apply, there are 39 changes to the different acts. Ask, there are 11 changes. Inform 2. Notice 28, notify 14, and request 9. I suppose what I'm doing, this is in schedule, the schedule, excuse me, and this is where we insert these defined terms at the bottom of each clause. So if a taxpayer has any concern or any doubt about what, for example, apply might mean or ask might mean, then they can go to the interpretation section in the Act and they will find out exactly what it does mean. Mr Chair, one thing that I would like to talk about is a change to clause 59, and I think this is actually a very good thing. So clause 59, what it basically says is section RM5, this is the Income Tax Act, is amended, and this is overpayment on income statements. If we look at section RM5 of the Income Tax Act, it says, quote, this section applies when an income statement has been provided to a person and the result is that the amount of tax must be refunded to the person. For the purposes of this section, the amount of tax must be more than $200, end quote. What clause 59 proposes, Mr Chair, is to move this threshold from 200 to 600. So how it works at the moment is where a salary and wage earner, not a business taxpayer, but a salary and wage earner, if they need an end-of-year assessment, they can apply for or they get issued what's called a personal tax summary. And the result is if the refund at the moment is less than $200 and they do not confirm their personal tax summary, so they don't put it in but it's less than $200, then what will happen is the IRG...
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to report progress. This debate is interrupted and set down for resumption next sitting. No.
Members, the House is resumed.
Mr Speaker, the committee has considered the New Zealand Public Health and Disability Southern DHB Elections Bill and reports it without amendment. The committee has also considered the Taxation, Transformation, First Phase Simplification and Other Measures Bill and reports progress. Mr Speaker, I move that the report be adopted.
Members, the question is that the report be adopted. Those of that opinion will say aye. Against, if any. The motion is carried. The New Zealand Public Health and Disability Southern DHB Elections Bill is set down for third reading next sitting day. The Taxation, Transformation, First Phase Simplification and Other Measures Bill is set down for further consideration in committee next sitting day. Members, the House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.